Today I'm making Mexican coffee. Now if you haven't had this before, what I'm going to do is I'm going to brew up some fresh coffee and I'm going to add some cinnamon, brown sugar, and some chocolate with some vanilla extract, and then I'm going to top it off with some homemade whipping cream. Now this recipe is really quick and easy. We should be able to get this done. You should be able to make it in say 10 minutes or less. The first thing that you want to do is find the bowl that you want to mix your whipping cream in and grab your beaters, throw them in the bowl and stick it in the refrigerator or the freezer just long enough while you're gathering all your ingredients. So I've got 1 cup of heavy whipping cream in my chilled bowl, and what we're going to do here is I'm going to add half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm going to be using powdered sugar. Now I like to use powdered sugar because it's much finer grained and it mixes in nicely with the whipping cream, and it also has cornstarch which will help to stabilize the whipping cream. So we're going to whip that up. It'll probably take maybe 3 minutes to do that. You want to whip it up until you get some soft peaks, and then that'll be it. We'll just let that set aside until we're ready with the rest of our coffee. Once the whipping cream is done, I'm going to cover it up with some saran wrap, and I'm going to place it in the refrigerator until I'm ready to use it. Now, I have a fun little trivia question for you. Now, who can tell me what another name is for whipping cream when it's flavored with vanilla extract and sugar? Now, leave a comment below and let me know what that answer is. And if you want to find the answer, you can go to my website to this recipe and I talk about it there. So that's just a fun little thing for you. Our next step is to make our coffee that's going to be infused with some cinnamon. So what we want to do is, oh, by the way, use a good quality coffee. I use Peet's, and Peet's says to use 2 tablespoons per serving. Now that's a little strong for me, so I like to use 1.5. So I've got 6 tablespoons of grounds here that I'm going to place into the little hopper. And I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of cinnamon right on top. Okay. Now remember, we're making 4 cups of coffee. So measure out, use some filtered water for your coffee, turn on your maker, and I've got 4 cups here. I'm just going to pour it in, we're going to brew up our coffee. Now once we get this going, I'm going to go over to the stove and I'm going to mix together the other chocolate and spices that's going to go into this. Our next step is to make our chocolate mixture. First, grab yourself a saucepan that will accommodate the 4 cups of coffee plus a little extra. Now, we're going to start with, I'm going to add about 2/3 of a cup of milk to the saucepan, and then I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of packed light brown sugar. Add that there. And then I'm going to add some Ghiradelli chocolate. You can get this, I've got 6 tablespoons by the way. I'm going to add that in, and you can pick this up at any supermarket. And we're going to heat this on medium-low heat. We don't want it to burn, and we certainly don't want it to boil. So we're just going to take a little whisk, and we're going to whisk this up until all the sugar has dissolved and the chocolate's incorporated. Then once it's all blended in, then we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla, and then that's when you can add some Kahlua if you want to. We've got our chocolate mixture all dissolved and it's hot, so now's the time we're going to add our teaspoon of vanilla to our mixture. And you can add the Kahlua, like I said before, at this point. And now I'm going to add the coffee. The 4 cups of coffee are going to be combined here, and we're going to mix it all up. And now we're ready to serve it up. Give it a little mixture, mix it up, and we're good to go. So now we're ready to fill our glass. I happen to have an Irish coffee glass, looks kind of cute. So I'm going to pour this in. I'm doing it over the sink just in case I miss. And I'm going to fill this up, but I want to leave about 1 inch below so I have room for my whipping cream. So right about there is good. So now all we have to do is top our coffee off with our whipping cream. So just pile that beautiful stuff right on top. I like to fill it up. You can garnish this with a cinnamon stick if you want. And there you go. I hope you'll try this recipe. It's really, really delicious. I'm going to take a little taste here. Oh, that's really, really good. You're going to like this. I'm Rockin' Robin from CookingMexicanRecipes.com. If you enjoyed this video, be sure and click the like and subscribe buttons below. And if you have any questions, leave me a comment. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.